We're alive, guys.
Well, we're
Oh,
kind of alive.
not
That's on the
alive.
wait screen.
We're on the wait screen. Can they hear us?
If we ever do a
Mhm.
Halloween stream,
Hi, everybody.
we should do like a bunch of costumes. Like somebody has a noose around their neck, looking like a zombie. Somebody's dressed up like a
We've
skeleton.
done that sort of a couple times. Problem is, October's warm.
Yeah.
It gets warm in here.
And that's the true reason why girls wear skimpy clothes in California for Halloween. Because it's actually
Sure.
hot, not cold.
That's why.
I prefer wearing nice warm things, but I can't always wear warm things.
Yeah, I'm at that age where I wait until all the kids go, and then I go hit up all the adult block parties.
You guys have those? Lucky.
Well, I mean, down in Orange County,
Hmm.
I've got friends that throw massive house parties on Halloween.
Yeah, I remember
Well, it's
those
my
days.
birthday, so you know.
Can you pass me the sandwich plate, please?
I could do that with the power of my arm reach. Look at that. Ooh.
Long arms are great, aren't they?
Yes, I do have spaghetti arms. If spaghetti, I mean like
The power
fettuccine.
of my arm reach.
Yes.
So the
She said it first. Don't look at me like I'm
No,
crazy.
the lighter bread is ham and Swiss. The other one is all American.
Is it all American?
That's what it said on the freaking wrapper.
I don't
Does
know.
that mean that we're eating American people?
Yes.
I'm going to go with the ham and cheese. I don't want to eat ham. Americans, they're full of gross.
Just like Girl Scout cookies are made with real Girl Scouts.
What's their diet like?
Grass fed.
Oh, perfect. It's fine then.
It's gluten free. It really should be, right?
Goofballs. Everywhere I look, goofballs.
Hey, Jason,
Hmm.
you might want to.
What?
You got to cowl it.
You got an alfalfa going
Yeah,
on.
there's nothing I can do about it.
That's
I
fine.
fell asleep.
It went
Nothing
down.
I can do about it. Perfectly puts it down,
It stays down.
and it stays down. Yeah, I wish my hair would do that.
Turn white and fall out.
I'm already getting white hairs.
Me too.
But mine is not from stress; it's from genetics.
Mine probably because I'm getting old.
You're not that much older than I am, are you?
No,
I'm 31.
yeah, I'm 34. I got my first gray hair when I was like 23, though.
Oh, I've had silver and gray hair since I was like 13.
Oh, congratulations. Red. Words.
I don't think I started getting my sparkles until I was in my 30s.
English, motherfucker. You speak.
But it hasn't taken. It's never taken over my hair. It's just like a couple of hairs on the left side of my hair. It's like a strip of little white hairs that pop out every now and then, and not all the time. I think it's probably around the holidays when work tries to kill me.
Probably.
Work does that.
Yeah.
Should try to kill you.
They never succeed. I'm just stubborn enough.
My job is tried many times.
Is that one mine?
Hello, my
Broccoli and
friend.
cheese, so it's for you to do. There's 2 broccoli and cheeses cooking right now. So it's really, really, really hot. I would thank you.
Don't burn yourself,
Where's your
please.
dice, honey?
It's in a leather tube, basically. It's yes. Who's the other broccoli and cheese for?
I'll take it.
around you, just by complete like.
And then they
If
put it out with
Carolyn,
snowballs.
if Carolyn was actually Pia,
Yeah. I feel like that would be a thing.
I am Pia, just a piece of me, not all of me.
Well, happy Monday, everybody.
Happy Monday.
Are we on camera?
Oh, yeah.
Oh no.
Oh, we should
Get my
close
good
on.
side. Wait.
Oh no. Naked. Gosh darn it.
I'm naked.
Naked. Naked.
I'm naked under my clothing. What did I do?
Starts screaming like that one fish from SpongeBob every time he gets.
Oh no.
No.
Different
There's-
fish.
It's a male fish, and he screams like the biggest girl.
Like the
It sounds like a goat.
what's your saying? The dryad is
Oh, I'll attract the enemy with my human call. I'm so
So
wasted.
wasted. I'm
So
so
wasted.
I love. Okay,
so good.
I love Warcraft 3's quotes for over clicking every character. They're
Yeah.
just so great.
More work.
Oh, what?
Poke, poke, poke. That all you do.
That's a good one.
It's not easy being green.
Supposedly somebody clicked
Work.
the farmer, like when they're gathering,
Mhm.
like clicked it like 1,000+ times or something,
Uh-huh.
and it threw its stuff down and walked back to the town. Walked back. Dropped its stuff and walked back.
Perfect.
I didn't have the patience for that much clicking.
Yeah,
I don't know. It's easy to
That's
click.
a
Oh
lot
no,
of
the person who did it used not a clicker.
that's a lot of clickbait.
Oh, I thought you were talking about like clicking like the. No.
Me no sound like Yoda, do I?
If you want me to kill you in orange, you'll let me know. Yay. Oh my gosh, we're gonna die, guys.
We're fine. I don't even remember what we're doing, so we're obviously fine.
Typical.
I
Such a
just
Pia
told
move.
you what we were doing.
Obviously, they're friends. Probably.
Right.
They're friends.
Are any of them shiny?
Does
Does anybody have a futuristic device called a Pokeball? No?
Why would that be futuristic? It could be past, and we just gone through an iteration where we lost all our technology, like Rome and the fall of Rome.
I think we might have to go to another plane of existence.
Or maybe we're sending them to another planet.
That would be a fun D&D session, D&D game to try and play. We're all just starting out as trainers.
Pokemon
Yeah.
trainers?
I've seen that.
D&D?
I've seen that.
Oh my gosh, that'd be crazy. Ivar would hate it
Yeah, he would.
because it's nothing
But
but
pets.
collecting pets.
Yeah, he would.
We would
despise
definitely have to invite him to that game.
He would hate it. Oh my god.
We'll make it
We can
remote
make
just
him Giovanni, the boss of Team Rocket.
Ivar would be
Because
the
he could be the
BBG.
big bad that sees Pokemon as tools.
No, he wouldn't want to see Pokemon as tools. He would want to see them all dead.
He'd see them scared for food.
You do realize why Pokemon Tower exists.
He's a
right?
rancher.
Most of those graves are from either Pokemon passing away due to old age or being killed by Team Rocket.
I thought
Sorry,
Pokemon were only allowed to faint.
When you're battling.
In battle,
But there is that. Do you remember that town that was creepy and they had the whole tower, the whole dead people?
Lavender Town.
Yeah.
The darker side of Pokemon.
Do, 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 do.
All right. No
Definitely
offense,
the-
but Pokemon as a whole is just dark as shit.
Oh yeah. There's
Well,
there's a war that they never even talk about.
Well, it's also funny that it's
Well, actually, no, they did talk.
that's the
So-
Pokemon means pocket monster
Mhm.
for short.
Yeah.
My young teenage life was, we referred to pocket monsters as something completely different.
I have no idea what you're talking about. Why
Right.
don't you explain it on stream?
You don't want him to.
Why don't you explain it?
Pocket monsters.
Most of them were one-eyed spitting cobras.
Yep.
Oh
most of them.
So like Ekans.
Sometimes they wore turtleneck
Sometimes
sweaters.
they were true.
Hey, chat, tell us how old you are without telling us how old you are. The only reason I know about that is because my uncles and my dad talk about it almost every year at Thanksgiving.
Yeah. So, where we last left off. Setting out for the Caves of Chaos, the team discovered a wagon that was abandoned because of somebody's use
that way
of
when we came
prestidigitation and
I
other.
cleaned them up and he freaked them out. Not my fault.
I freaked him out.
Yeah,
You
she
freaked
did.
him out.
Yeah.
That was him.
Druidcraft, I did it.
You drew.
cleaned
I
them?
don't know
Oh, yeah.
I did
Druidcraft.
the druid.
Yeah.
That's right.
Which caused the wagon to become abandoned as the smugglers ran off into the distance. The team then, decided to watch Pia set it on fire.
I mean,
Once Pia set the
Not
wagon
funny.
on fire, the local patrol came by and did some inquiries and then set off to locate the smugglers. That night, the team camped near the forest edge, where Goth decided to give them their horses back, whether he knew it or not. It seemed
you knew it.
they needed them, so he gave them back to them. Meanwhile, during their travels, Pia was in the lantern for a while
Oh,
and seemed to have activated the helmet of dread, and
So it's not
now has a
possible.
best friend.
I have a best friend.
Yep.
I
Seems very into Pia's
But
personality.
I
I
thought
think- but I think
Merryweather
it's
was
neat.
your
Not Merryweather
or
Foxglove.
Foxglove. I thought Foxglove was your best friend.
who said I can have more? I can't have more than one best friend.
Besides, Pia can't really count. Reaching the jump-off point on the other side of the forest, the team spent the evening with some rather strange individuals. Woke up the next morning and made their leave and headed towards the area they believe to be Smuggler's Point.
I'm not entirely convinced they're not Fae. So, I mean,
Here they found the main trail that will lead down into the Caves of Chaos. And as they were approaching Smuggler's Point, a dozen figures began approaching as well. What do you guys do?
are they coming in the opposite direction?
Correct. You're
am I
going
still in the
towards
lantern?
Smuggler's Point. They're coming towards Smuggler's Point as well.
No,
They're
I came out
maybe
and started
200-300 feet away.
What do they look like?
Give me a perception check.
375. Also known as a dirty 20.
Dirty 20. As you're watching them get closer, mixed group of individuals. They all look a little rough, rugged, carrying weapons. Their armor is nothing too fancy. Some have cowls up over their faces. Others,
Oh, they're definitely bad.
a couple of them have bows on their backs. And they just seem to be just minding their own business and approaching the same area that you're approaching. Whether or not they intend to stay, you're not entirely sure. Some are goblinoid, some are human. It's a variety of individuals.
Is there another big bugbear?
No bugbears.
Damn it. I still have yet to meet one of my kin.
They're probably rare in this area, just like fairies. What are we even doing here? Anyways,
How did we get to this way?
we probably popped back from the Feywild right where we
Oh
are.
my god, EMP Studios just resubscribed for. It's been with us. Oh my god, it's Cesare. Hey Cesare. Hi Ches.
Hi, Jess.
We miss you.
Meow. Oh, I should.
So what do we do?
We are going
Do we
to.
prepare for battle, or we just see if
Well-
they walk by us?
Oh, yeah, we totally Hold on. What was past Smuggler's Run? The Smuggler's Point. It continues on. It's a trail, right?
Yeah, it's a trail that goes to the edge of the beginning of the valley that makes up where all the Caves of Chaos are.
Okay.
Which is just this huge U-shaped valley that just goes on forever.
Mhm.
And it's a series of old mines, old caverns
They
that just
call it
kind
a
of
mine.
have just kind of, over time kind of either
Right.
come into existence here. And it's like you can't see into it from where you are now. You just see that the trail leads to it. And you get the feeling that the way they just kind of suddenly appeared, that they were walking up the trail out
They're
of the valley.
coming from the caves.
Yeah.
I can go say hi.
No, stay
Go
with
say
us.
hi.
No, stay with us.
I can go hi and say hi.
How about we just see if we?
How
pass
about I look down upon them and say mean things at their face, like, ha ha, you're short.
How about let's not provoke them? Because there's about a dozen. And there's
From what you
four
can
of them.
tell, yeah.
I can totally make friends with all of them because I'm obviously really charismatic and I have all these friends.
We said no.
Let's see what happens. All right, we're gonna continue forward.
Okay. As you guys leave Smuggler's Point, you guys kind of do that. You know, they are on the path. They seem to be minding their own business. They're watching you come by. They give you a couple kind of strange stares and they whisper towards each other like a bugbear traveling with 3 fae and one of them on the back of a large turtle that has
I'm
like
like,
a
no, I'm still locked in the lantern because she locked me in. That's why I'm enjoying fruit right now.
oh, I thought they let you out.
That was yesterday.
Yeah, that's the previous. Yeah, they let you out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That
I
was
still
yesterday.
locked
I
in.
thought I was locked in the lantern.
You were locked in. You're
But
technically.
that was last night.
Yeah, that was the
Mhm.
night.
And then after we left,
We let
we
you
were
out.
all because we
Oh, that's right. I hid the helmet.
yeah, that was
And that's what I locked you in.
Mhm. Still finding it.
so I don't think you're because we just left.
Everybody should be out right now.
Okay. So yeah, I guess I'm on my turtle. I apologize. I thought I was still locked in the enjoying fruit in the lantern. Being the happy glutton that I am.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so we continue.
Yeah, you just walk right by them and you kind of look over your shoulder. They continue until they get to the edge of the forest and
Do
they,
they look like they're
disappear.
carrying lots of stuff or
No,
like
just
swollen
regular
bags?
adventure packs and
Okay.
like they look like they're getting ready for a bit of a travel.
Okay.
Can I pick one at random and just stare at that one specifically?
Sure.
Cool. I'm just gonna stare at them as we're going by.
Yeah, it's a goblin.
Mhm.
Tell by the ears and eyes, and it kind of stares at you as well. And as you kind of have that staring competition, it kind of winks at you like that, and then keeps going.
Ooh, Pia has the riz.
She actually does. Pretty high riz.
Or maybe the goblin was just trying to riz Pia.
What direction does it look like their tracks came from?
Give me survival checks.
You know, I'm gonna do it too because I'm
7.
I'm tracking that one.
Yeah.
Survival 13.
13,
18.
18.
That is a nat 20, so I'm just gonna stay with that.
Hey!
Well,
Plus-
your
plus
character
24.
sheet.
February.
Yeah, your character sheet's under your roll.
That one's
So-
the old one, so.
Goth
I also have this
and
here.
No, I just
Merryweather.
No, I put a new one down on top.
I just printed one.
That should be brand new.
Sorry, I did not know this. I was making soup.
Yes.
So Merryweather and Goth point to the tracks. There's a couple challenges. The tracks in and out of the trail that they're on, there's there's so many that have come and gone. It's hard to know what direction they came from, and it's hard to know how many. This is a well-traveled path. However, at the edge of the valley, looking down towards the pathways that begin to lead down into the valley itself, you do notice that one particular path is pretty recently used. You get the feeling that they came from the left side of the path. And as you look down, you can see 4 individuals about 200 feet down that path that are sitting on crates in front of a cave opening. You can even hear them kind of bantering with each other. It sounds like a mix of orc and goblin.
Out of character.
Wrong pipe.
What?
I don't know why, but sometimes I drink or eat something and it just becomes like I'm dying. It didn't go down the wrong tube. It just
She ate the wrong food.
You're the weirdest person I've ever met.
I'm so glad. Thank you.
That says a lot.
What were we looking for here?
Things, shiny things.
We're
She's looking for buttons.
Pretty sure we're looking
No, but-
for gems and ores for
one guy, but we're
For
also
one guy,
coming
but
here
we're also
because
trying-
That's a side quest.
Yeah.
we're trying to
coming
make
the
a
Caves of
connection
Chaos
between
for-
we're trying to make a connection between the Bastions keep and
Smuggling.
the smuggling and the connection to the Caves of Chaos.
Smuggling in the Caves of Chaos. There's smugglers' caves.
And other caves.
That makes
Yeah.
0 sense at all. We're also some guy wants weird oddities and magic oddities.
Yeah, but those are side quests.
yeah, no, I
The
actually
main
wrote that.
quest. The main quest. I did not write down the main quest.
I think we're just trying not to die.
Well, there is that, but we couldn't.
We're also
didn't have
trying to figure out why is there an army being built, because the whole paperwork and all the other stuff and loads and loads and loads of armor has been built.
Well, you know,
Sounds like there's going to be a raid.
All right. Well,
we came here for Kevin. Kevin wanted us to come here and investigate. I have this
I
as a
love
side quest.
watching
Regan, 10 miles.
Forget shit. It's so
I
much
know.
fun.
I can't remember because the Y was like many weeks ago.
Many.
This was a side quest too. Stratos' army had mercenary bands inside to find a cache of arms and weapons. Tell Korbot, Dwarven blacksmith, to use the bastion.
It's like 5 unfinished sentences in that.
Welcome
No
to my
taking.
brain, sir.
Right?
10 miles away from the Caves of Chaos, the Stratos army had a mercenary band inside. Find a cache of arms and weapons. Tell Korbot, the dwarf, blacksmith, and bastion. Just didn't have commas or periods.
No commas, no periods, no exclamation, no subtle pauses in sentence structure. You don't need that nonsense.
Not for my brain. It just autocorrects everything that I put into it.
Well, we
You guys have
originally-
so far gathered information related to payoffs and the fact that the keeper of the bastion has been replaced by somebody else who may be kind of manipulating this whole situation.
Yeah.
You've also found remnants of smuggling underneath the farmer's house that makes you kind of believe that some untoward event is being planned for, and that you found information that leads you to believe that maybe whoever's organizing or planning this may be located somewhere within the Caves of Chaos.
But it would be too much for it to be like 200 feet into the Caves of Chaos. That's too obvious. Probably farther in. Right? Right?
How
Because they're
about we
200
just
feet
kill everything and then we don't have to worry about it?
I mean, if we blow up the cave, we can get out.
And then, like, you guys are at the edge looking down.
Mhm.
And then you're kind of looking along all the ridge lines within the valley. And the valley floor is maybe 400 or 500 feet below you.
Mhm.
And it's almost like this area just kind of collapsed in on itself. And over time, people have come here for different reasons.
Did it once have a dragon in the bottom? I'm just kidding.
Fine, you know, the
But it's like
footprints
you
and
can
everything.
see abandoned mines, you can see other caves. These ridge lines kind of travel for a very long time along the edge. There could be more spots out there. You're currently looking down at 4 individuals, a couple orcs, and some others that are just kind of guarding an entrance to a cave.
But it's like the closest cave to the.
It's the close one to the edge, and the footprints leading to it could be from the ones that just came over and disappeared into the forest past you.
We probably
It's
have to
possible.
get information from the guy, huh? We can't just murder them to death. I mean, because Kevin won't be able to become Valen again if he.
I love double entendre. Murder them to death.
They're
We
just
probably
unalive
don't
them.
want to unalive them without interrogating.
Because, like, Kevin can't become Valen again if Kevin.
Kevin can become Valen again if we find out how the bad Valen is there.
You think Kevin will let me have his bug collection if we win?
Kevin will probably let you have bad balance bug collection yet.
What makes you think it's bad balance bug collection?
Because I
we
asked him.
Kevin.
He just said he didn't have one.
You said the
Unless he lied.
blue stuff kind of it glowed, right?
Yeah, it's a magical property. You've already interacted with it before. I mean, it caused that one merchant stall's pets to get quite large and become quite feral. So
Yeah, that stuff was weird. I want
Just
some.
kind of curious because it's like you said that there you could see 2 orcs and then
So you're looking down to your left. There's a cave entrance, and there's 4 individuals. They're kind of just sitting on crates, guarding the entrance. They're bantering with each other. You pick up some Orcish and Goblin language.
What languages do I speak?
I speak very elven.
Speak.
Common.
I speak very common.
I do
Oh my
not
God.
speak Orcish.
I was wrong. I was the one that knew thieves can't wait. I didn't go down the tunnel, so never mind. That's my favorite.
Yeah,
That's right. You were up above.
you're the only one.
Yeah, of course, that would.
The only one that didn't come down and the only one that knows thieves can't. That's great.
Yeah.
That's great. That's so par for the course.
I totally
All right.
forgot what languages I spoke.
I didn't know you had a level in rogue
I know that's what's kind of weird for me too.
because you can't learn that unless you have a level in rogue, right?
I have no idea. I think it's a language choice now in
Yeah, I was gonna say,
2024
I think
rules.
it's, yeah,
Interesting.
I know common and dwarvish.
the Abyssal Common and thieves.
Those are some
I know
interesting
common and draconic.
combinations there.
Because I always pick dragon.
Yeah.
Because you just
'Cause it just
never
Am I the
know.
only
Never
fairy
know.
that
I
speaks
always
fairy?
pick dragon. Well, we all speak fairy.
You all speak
Common.
Fae.
It's Sylvan.
Yes. We all.
Technically, because of my species, I can speak Fae and Goblinoid.
Correct.
Okay. So,
Listen to their
Left.
conversation.
or right.
Well, now that you did that, I'm kind of scared now.
Well, they're probably seeing.
Well, I
us
mean, you guys have been
and,
lingering up on the edge of this
Even odd, so
cliff, looking down at these
Even-
trails. So
left. Because even would be right. I chose.
Are they left or are they right?
they are left. They're to your left.
Let's go say hi.
Well, then let's go back. Why would you make me choose if you're gonna ask me?
Well, I was asked towards them, not towards them.
I-
What-
I started drifting left.
Use 2 fingers and pinch the back of her neck and be like, nope.
Hey, we're going left. She said left. We're going left. Let's go say hi.
He chose down. Elevator go down the hole.
I haven't thought about that cartoon. And every time I see an Animaniacs, short or clip, it always reminds me of that whole plethora of cartoons that came out during
The
that
little
time.
tiny cartoons that were part
Pinky
of
and
it.
the Brain, and
They were all part of Animaniacs. There were
Yeah.
little short cartoons within the
Yeah.
cartoon.
Elevator go down the hole.
all the.
Okay, so where are we going?
Do we want to go left or do we want to go right?
Too late.
Do we want to go?
Too late.
You still got yourself. Let's go right.
What's right?
As you guys look now down towards your right, give me perception checks.
Maybe you'll find a button or something down the road.
23.
3, 8.
Oh no, sorry. I keep looking at persuasion. It's even worse. 6.
21.
21.
That was 7.
7. You two looking to your right, see a trail that leads down towards maybe 3 or 4 different cave openings. At about a halfway point between 2 of the caves, you can see vultures circling something, and you can see what looks like the remains of a body on the pathway.
Only 3 or 4 caves that way?
Yeah.
Okay.
We found Kevin number 3.
You want to go see if there's any buttons?
Where?
Buttons.
Buttons?
Buttons.
Buttons.
All in favor for checking the dead body being circled by birds?
Checking the dead body, circled by birds.
I wanted buttons.
Go find
As
out.
you guys are heading down the trail in that direction.
So that, yeah.
Okay.
Buttons.
As you get to that body, it's been pretty well stripped. Looks like it died without knowing what killed him. It looks like something snuck up on it and took it out, and set its body down in the pathway, stripped it clean of its stuff. Yeah, medicine check.
Just stripped clean of its stuff, but is it still like? Does it look like it's been gnawed on?
Yeah, it looks like. Well, she's doing a medicine check.
Help, I'm helping you.
23.
It's been dead for quite a few days, maybe 4 days.
I'll explain that basically. Just
Gnawed on?
Yeah.
Gnawed on?
no.
Okay. All right. All of its fingers and toes gone.
Yay!
I'll
He didn't
investigate
need
for
those
blood
anyways.
murder.
He's dead.
Up ahead, the trail goes to another point between two caves.
Is he in front of a cave?
He's about 100 feet off to the side of one of the caves, but you can also see more carrion circling another cave. And you can see a couple dead bodies in front of that cave as well.
Check more dead
Check them out.
bodies.
Okay.
I'm wanting all the buttons on all of their clothing.
We're gonna
They still do have their clothing, so it's tattered, not. I mean, and once again, they look like they've been dead for quite a few days as well.
Possibly killed by same thing.
Looks like they've been. These two at the front look like they've been killed by someone with weapons. You look into the interior of the cave. You can see that the cave goes in maybe about 80 feet, and you can see like a kind of section of the cave that turns into a tunnel. And you can see more dead bodies in the cave as well.
Is there any markings around the cave?
Not particularly. Lots of empty and broken crates around the cave.
Do they look like they were killed by tiefling, a Kalishtar, a kobold, and a Goliath?
This is definitely where they were last. Yeah, this is the Hobgoblin's cavern.
Okay. That's good to know. Good to know.
Is that from another session?
Yeah,
That's the B team.
it's the B team.
All right.
We
so
murdered
it
and got out of there quick.
looks pretty.
Yeah, I mean, you guys go inside. You examine the whole interior. It's a hideout. You could see a dead wizard, a
any
dead hobgoblin, but you also notice a lot of like debris and rubble strewn throughout the interior of it. It looks like this place has been picked clean over the past couple days.
But
Any
a bunch of
paperwork?
body.
any paperwork?
Give me an
that-
investigation.
I'm looking for paperwork.
Give me
that-
investigation. Yeah,
I'm looking for buttons.
Of course you would.
give me investigation.
I'm standing watch.
Perception.
18 plus. So dirty 20.
13.
30, 20.
19 per second.
Okay.
Okay, wait a minute.
As you're picking through the wizard's body, because you can tell by the clothes he's wearing, you find nothing of real value. They've been picked over pretty well. You collect about 24 brass buttons from various shirts, and and the clothes are all pretty well tattered, like they've been picked through. As you're down in the cave, at the base of the structure of the interior of the cave, you get the feeling that this place has been rifled through multiple times over many days.
Mhm.
While it feels like everyone in here maybe died 4 or 5 days ago, the place feels picked over multiple times.
Right.
You're not really finding much value down here.
I'm not looking for value. I'm looking for papers that would have any of
nothing.
the information that we were looking for. Okay.
Place has been picked over
Okay.
pretty extensively.
Check the bike.
What do I
On
see
the
while
wizard,
standing
even in
watch?
like the yeah.
Up on front of the main cave, you begin to kind of look further right and back towards that direction. You do notice that the 4 individuals that are now quite far away from you, going the other direction, seem to notice that you're there. They seem to exchange maybe words with each other and then go back to sitting on the crates and keeping watch. Further along the right, you can see the continuation of the ridge line that you're on and additional caves. You can see more caves that kind of are up slightly higher, slightly lower. Some look like natural cave-like entrances. Some look like mine entrances that maybe have been abandoned. And now that you've gotten further into the ridgeline, there's multiple ridges and caves that just kind of keep going to the end of the valley, and looking across, it does the same way across the other way. There could be hundreds of caves here from the field.
Should we
Hence
check
the
the
name
map,
Caves of
compare, see if there's
Chaos.
anything that's just like don't go that
Yeah.
way?
Don't we have a map? We have a
We
map.
have a map.
Mhm.
Yeah. So don't go this way.
Find the
Go
map,
that
find
way.
the map, oh,
Find the
find
map.
the map, find the map.
We're looking for the map of the Caves of Chaos.
Does the wizard have like a nipple ring or anything?
Map of the Caves of Chaos.
It's mine.
Section of
Nipple
it.
and the ring. I was off the nipple. Pepperoni with a brass ring.
She just takes
What,
one of my daggers to use to cut it off.
I have daggers.
She just, well, no, I'm saying like it's like you just come up like, I'm gonna borrow this. Yours is sharper.
I have 2 silver daggers. They're very sharp.
So, looking at the map of the Caves of Chaos, which had the jump off.
You're
points
still
and-
inside,
Mhm.
and the map that you guys found with jump off point. The caves, you get the feeling that the caves that you're specifically looking for are further along the south, more like the southeast section of the ridge lines.
Okay. Is that
From where your vantage point is, that would be further down the ridge lines that you're on.
okay? We're gonna continue.
Okay. So everyone coming out of the caverns back up to the ridge where you find Goth.
We do
On
kind of
watch.
want to check some of the caves as we go.
Sure. Yeah.
You know.
And the current ridge line you're on is kind of like a just this steady kind of gravelly pathway that kind of follows the contours. There's additional pathways that go down to the next ridge below.
Mhm.
There's a pathway that goes up to the next ridge above you, and you can see caves up there as well. What's your guys' marching order? Who's in the lead?
Well, we have a horse and a turtle, and then the other 2 are flying.
I would say it's at the point now where the turtle and horse are going to struggle to stay on these ridge lines. The pathways are getting more narrow. In fact, standing from where you are to go further on these ridge lines to check out the other caves, the pathways narrow to about 16 inches in width.
Hmm.
Well, I can only shrink you.
Does it look like it widens up farther up?
Give me a perception check or
Uh-huh.
survival, either or.
I want to go up and look. So, can I have advantage?
Sure.
Oh, it still doesn't. Wow. Because I rolled a 1 and a 9.
I'm looking for.
I got. You said
I can
perception.
find 1 in positive
Or
analyze.
survival.
Okay.
That's so
Survival.
13
13 for perception or survival.
perception.
For perception, hard to tell. You get the feeling that the reason why the pathways are wider here because they're more used, and the further away you get from this beginning of the valley, the more narrow everything kind of gets. There's a lot of rock falls too, so you can see areas of your pathways that are now potentially blocked as
Okay.
well.
14.
14. I mean, every loose rock is a potential fun time for you. Right now, you're not seeing any that's going to be too catastrophic if you muck around with them, because of just the nature of the contours and the way everything is.
Mhm.
So, I mean, maybe you can cause an avalanche or a rock fall.
I'm gonna look for doing that, and if it'll be bonus points for me if the rock that I take that causes it is extra shiny.
Sure.
Yeah.
Say occasionally you pick up a rock, you look at it, and you toss it aside.
Good God.
You pick
I'm
up a
so
rock and you
jealous.
toss it aside. That's kind of randomly happening as you're
Yeah.
moving along. You guys,
Is
Get-
I have a question.
mhm,
If we wanted to put the horse and the turtle in the lantern, is that a possibility?
They're
I
not
don't
big.
think the horse
They're
is
not
big
fair.
enough.
yeah.
I'm sorry. I don't think the hole is big enough for the horse.
Well, it's also designed for Faye to come and
Yeah.
go in.
Mhm.
Technically, you might be able to even squeeze into it.
As soon as you make it so small.
Yeah, he can make
'Cause you
himself
make so
smaller,
small.
so he could.
Otherwise, you could potentially leave the horse and the turtle in the abandoned cavern.
Mhm.
Pretty well picked over. Doesn't look like anyone will be coming back for any reason.
Let's do that.
It's like, yeah.
Bye, turtle. We liked you for the last couple of days while we
This
got
is the
you.
biggest bowl of turtle soup I've ever made.
Mm. Says while eating soup.
Says the ogre. Says the hill giant tucked away inside the back of the cave.
I'm just
Well,
gonna keep saying tuck and roll, and make it roll with us.
So you guys secure. Give me a group deception check to secure the animals in the cave.
Deception.
14.
14,
13.
13,
plus 3, dirty 20.
20,
19.
19. We'll say you guys do a decent job of tucking them away in the lower portion of the cavern. And you do it in such a way that you pile up debris to hopefully keep them hidden. Anyone searching for them would need a 17 or higher to find them specifically. That would,
I'll
be
do that for
that
you.
would be the DC that they'd have to beat. You guys are
You're
now
writing that down, right?
you guys are now near one of the caves that the front of it looks strange. Lots of rock style debris everywhere. You get the feeling that this might be an old mine, but no abandoned equipment. You can see the beginning of a ore cart path, an ore cart rail that looks old and rusted and bent. The cave opening is maybe 15 feet tall, 30 feet wide. Standing there looking inside of it, you could see that it kind of goes in for about 60, 90 feet and then sharply kind of dips down.
Do we want to explore?
Of course, we
We
need
explore-
shinies for our friend who wants shiny things.
We explore a little bit.
Okay. You guys kind of gradually go inside. I need everyone to make dexterity saves, please.
But I'm not walking.
We're flying.
I understand. I need
How
you to
dark
make-
is it in the cave?
It's pretty dark.
So the only person who could really see right now is me.
Yes. Very
Correct.
fire. Not very fire. Dancing lights.
Can I use the types of chaos to give myself advantage?
Sure.
What were
Yes.
we looking for again?
Dex save.
Dexterity save. Plus 3 gets added onto our roll, right?
It depends on
Well, it's this.
dirty 20.
Your save
30, 20.
would be here.
And I have now used the tides of chaos.
22.
22,
15.
15,
13.
13. As all of you begin to go into the entrance of this cave, you can hear something skittering in the rocks above you, and an entire rock fall begins to kind of collapse around you. Just like it starts to collapse around you. That's when these two manage to grab you two and pull you further into the cave. And as they do that, you guys take no damage from the rock fall. You guys will take 8 points of damage from the rock fall.
L.
And as you're pulled in and you got your globules of dancing lights kind of floating around you, you watch as the cave entrance
Disappears?
disappears.
Of course it does.
By the time the dust settles, there's metric tons of rock back in the direction. You can see that it all came tumbling down, and your passive perception is good enough. You can see intricate like rope and netting that was keeping the rock fall up.
So we hit a trap.
You didn't hit it. You get the feeling someone triggered it, pulled it out. Like somebody was up there. Because you heard like,
Skitter.
yeah, like
So someone deliberately trapped us in
like feet with claws kind of
Oh,
skidding around up
Gollum
there.
trapped us in here to eat us.
Too bad he's not trapped in here with us.
Well,
We're
it would
trapped in
be
here with
if he-
Okay, Rorschach.
Are there any gaps in the now formidable rock wall? And any
Give
kind
me
of airflow?
investigation or survival.
I've been doing that the whole time.
My
Can I also
survival
do
is
that?
higher.
Sure.
18.
18. It's a lot of rock.
Natural one.
Yeah, it's a lot of rock.
Shiny rock.
Even
There's
though you're
no-
like pulling at rocks to hopefully. There's like boulders in there.
But there's no gaps.
There's no
airflow.
gaps. No, this feels like somebody was planning to trigger this. Didn't have to be you guys, but you just happened to wander into a cave. And you guys can hear numerous skittering feet, and you can hear people speaking Draconic.
She can hear it, understand
Kobolds.
You get the feeling they're kobolds, and you get the feeling you've stumbled across maybe one of their clans,
Okay.
and you guys are now.
What are they
Bomb
saying?
you had.
No.
They're like
What
going
bomb?
back and forth. What are they? What are they doing here? Why'd they pick our cave? They're trying to get our stuff. Like it's all going back and forth. They're in a paranoid state.
Whoa, guys. Everything's okay? Can you please let us out? And we won't bother you anymore. We
Did you
didn't
say
know.
that in Draconic?
Yeah.
Okay. As you echo that out, you watch as a dozen pair of like little yellow eyes look through the dark and out towards you. None of them move or say anything except one of them starts kind of coming out of the darkness.
Mhm.
Kind of goes like that when it sees the light globules floating above you. And twice you pick our clan. Who you work for? You work for that priest, don't you?
No.
Priest?
I don't believe
I
you.
don't. Which priest?
You lie. The one from the big the big rock place.
What's his name? What's his name?
Uh,
Hold on. Hold on. What's his name?
I know he's on the pay list.
No.
Yeah, the one on the pay list. I'm not saying this in character. I'm trying to.
I say you grab it off of me and you throw it. Because I forgot I have it.
It's not Aldrich Kornfeld. It's the
Yeah.
priest is male, right?
Yes.
Maybe at least she's off.
I think that's Aldrich Kornfeld is the priest. Is that the priest?
Brother Gorm.
Brother Gorm. How do I not have that written down? Oh, it's up above that. Okay.
Yep,
I was
there you
looking at my
Brother
list.
Gorham.
Brother
And
Gorm.
right now, the three of you don't know what she's saying or what he's saying to her. You can just see this red and green skinned kobold that's maybe about 2.5 feet tall. He's got a huge kind of like trash pack on his back.
we
It's this
don't.
huge haversack filled with like random things in it. He's holding like this rinky dinky kind of old wooden spear. He's got a little dagger tucked in his belt, but he's wearing like he's got the typical kobold snout coming out with the little, draconic like ears, but he's covered in, dare I say this, because I know what's going to happen, in like little shiny beads of rocks and like decorations to make
Grabs
him
Pia.
look.
I grabbed
important.
Pia immediately and threw her in the lantern.
No, she was talking to me. She was going to
It
grab
doesn't mean
something
that
off of
she
me.
can't grab you. I mean, he can't grab you.
We're
I'm
having
gonna
an
say we
intense
don't
conversation
work for the priest up in the bastion. We're trying to stop him.
Give me a persuasion check.
Can I assist?
I make a lot of things I forget about.
Through your intimidation, yeah. So you get the help action from. It gives her advantage.
No, I just need to put my sheet back on top of my notebook.
So I've officially been thrown back into the lantern.
Persuasion. Ooh,
Not yet.
21.
21.
No, he's scruffed you.
Okay.
I rolled poorly for this
Oh,
kobold.
good. Okay.
He immediately switches to common, gets a little bit closer to you, and kind of looks at Goth holding Pia, and my common better all hear me. I follow us. He turns around, his little lizard, his cobalt tail kind of swishing, and
Put her in the wet. Put her in.
The wet lantern.
I was gonna say wagon, and I'm like, that's not right. Put her in the lantern.
you still have the helmet, right?
No,
No,
she
we
put it
hit
in the.
She,
we hit it.
Merryweather hit it somewhere in the lantern space.
I'm now looking for it.
Yeah. You're going to need to find a better place to hide that helmet if you want to
course.
keep it away from her.
We never.
Because the Fey Pocket has kind of magical existence. All she has to do is mention that she's looking for it, and it'll simply float in front of her.
Mine.
Yeah.
If you're looking for it's kind of like a bag of holding,
He's like, I need a healing potion.
and it just
Emo! I was just hoping it would be just, buried in the rubble of ungodly amounts of rotten fruit.
All right.
you
We
guys
follow?
follow?
Yeah,
Yes.
I mean, there's just a rubble. Yeah.
You guys follow into the main kind of cavern tunnel that they're in. And there's like, at first you see a dozen different size kobolds everywhere. Their scale colors are kind of variable and different.
What
And
is like human flesh? No.
You follow them into a pretty sizable clan that they've kind of made their home here. You can tell that they've carved out rock and they've kind of built this place to be their home.
Mm-hmm.
You can also see little shafts of light coming from other access points, but it's sized for them. So
Which is about the fairy
yeah,
spaces, right?
yeah. So you get the feeling that they have other ways of getting in and out of this space that they're in. What really catches your eye is in the very back of their cavern is this maybe 30-foot tall, perfectly carved edifice of a dragon. Like its neck, its snout, and its face, and
The
the
whole dragon?
beginnings of the wings. No, like the front of a dragon,
Okay.
and the rest of it is just uncarved rock that like it's attached to.
Like it's like almost like a stone.
And everything
as you're coming out of this.
Yeah, and everything at the base of it is like offerings, like little trinkets and a copper coin here or there, as you know,
I have my
a small
face up
tin
against the
toy that a
lantern.
kobold child would play with.
I'm like this, and I have the helmet. I'm like, look, Hemo, look,
Yes, I see what you mean.
it's so shiny. I want it.
Yeah, but here's the thing. I think these creatures worship that statue. And normally, creatures so simple like this, they worship a statue. It's usually a representation of something that might be real. So maybe they're praying to a dragon, perhaps? And maybe somewhere around here there might be a dragon.
Oh.
And the best part is all we have to do is wait for your friends to find it, right?
Uh-huh.
And then eventually they'll get gobbled up by the dragon.
I don't want my friends to be gobbled up.
It's okay. We can get them back some other day. And
Okay.
of course, then we could raid the lair and take all the shinies for us.
That's such a great idea. Oh my gosh.
So-
you think we could befriend the dragon too?
Just out of like
No,
I
no.
know
The last dragon I interacted with was not very friendly.
Aw. You think I say, pretty please be my friend?
It's always worth a try.
I feel like she needs to cross class in barding.
Sorcerers
No,
are
she's gonna
charismatic.
cross class in warlock.
Yeah, this-
Screw that.
Pathway's
Go
getting
barding.
darker.
She's getting darker.
I don't know what you're
Priest.
talking about.
Want our God. Priests say our God is, we not give to him. Our God, not his God.
Who's your god?
Dragon.
What's his name?
Don't know name.
What
Try
color is
asking
he?
him in Draconic.
Dragon is big and black.
Black dragon.
Oh, great. We
definitely
found
friendly.
Deathwing.
We think you come take dragon from us.
We don't want to take your dragon.
No one wants your dragon. It's all yours.
Okay.
This
Yeah,
one
that's
wants
accurate.
all your little things.
She really likes
She's
shiny.
just
She really
speaking to
likes
Hemo in the helmet. She's got the helmet on her head and just
It's like at that moment you hear this deep gravelly voice. Click, click. Do we have new guests? And then it's like this ripple of acidic steam coming from a dark tunnel that seems very difficult to see into.
Can I see into it? I have darkness.
It is not that kind of darkness.
Oh,
It
gotcha.
is darkness. Great.
Spell darkness.
Spelled darkness.
Click, click, gets nervous, starts shuffling his feet. Kind of pushes you guys into the shadows of the rocks. And then you hear in Draconic, no God, no more priests. We closed cave just in case. Saw strange people. Big bear thing walking around out there. We don't want it to eat us. We closed the cave entrance. Very well, click, click. Let me know if any tasty morsels arrive, would you? Yes, God. Will do. Bye now. Bye. You can hear this like heavy sound of like scales and skin on gravel kind of pulling away, and leaving that grating noise echoing in the chamber. You look around and see all the other kobolds are like,
shaking, shivering.
yeah. And then they kind of caught, they all, you go now. He eats you, he finds you.
Yeah, I don't want to get eaten.
Oh, we don't care you get eaten. But if we don't offer you up, he get mad at us. So if he don't know you're here, we let you go.
Which way do you want us to go?
I don't know. You can, any of these shafts will take you where you need to go, which is out.
Okay. Okay.
Don't come back.
Shrink down.
If you guys are so scared,
I
why
shrink.
do you
I
stay
shrink
with them?
down as I move
He
into
keeps safe.
spaces.
We give offerings, keep safe. Creature that his presence caused fear. Voice caused fear. We don't know if he intends to do it, but you watch as a kobold kind of lets out a little squeaky fart over on the other side of the cave. But we appreciate he keeps us safe.
Okay.
Why your ring broken? You fly, creature.
I don't fly no more.
You walk. You don't fly.
I walk.
Huh. Sad. Normally we eat people broken like that. Better for the clan.
We're trying to fix her.
Oh, you can fix Wing?
If she'll let us. So far, she won't let us.
Strange. When I stare at her, I want to
Help
feel
me?
sad. But luckily,
to stare too long.
Bugbear. We know your kind. Why are you so far from your tribe? The other end of valley. Why aren't you with them?
Tribe was wiped out. I am not from here. I am from the north. Color different.
I don't understand that. No, there is a clan of Bugbear at the valley entrance further along the ridge.
Farther in?
Much farther out towards the main opening of ridge. Maybe, I don't know.
Which way is he
Far.
pointing in?
He's pointing like you want to go to the caves that are on the map. You get the feeling he's pointing further beyond that.
Okay.
They call
Oh, wow.
Yellowtooth Clan.
Yellow tooth man.
Yes.
Okay.
They led by Hill Giant. All his teeth are yellow.
What? Okay, if they're bugbears, why are they led by a hill giant?
Oh no. Bugbear's not too smart.
Bugbears respect strength.
Has there been a lot more human or people passing through lately?
People pass in front of our cave a lot, but now that we close it, don't have to worry no more. There was someone here many days ago. Big fight in other cave behind us. Big Goliath ball
B team.
creature and others. After they kill everyone in there, we take everything that they didn't take.
But there's bodies down there you could use as sacrifices.
Did they have?
We don't do that kind of sacrifice to our god. He likes shiny things.
Did they?
And
did
fresh
they have any
corpses.
papers? Did they have any papers?
Depends.
Did you guys take any papers?
We use it to wipe our ass.
Do you have any that you haven't wiped your ass with?
No, we run out. We wipe our ass a lot.
Well, there are a lot of you. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Time to go.
Yeah, I don't want to get eaten by a black dragon. Or any dragon.
No, we don't maybe.
We're only level 3. We can't kill.
Yeah.
Mark this on the map. Coming back.
Yeah, you gotta like mark it on the map and
Uh-huh.
kind of,
Don't
you know.
go this way.
For 17 more levels.
Cheek against glass, looks at you, big doe eyes.
Is there any? Could we trade
No.
you for some of your shinies?
Well, our shinies, we could if I guess they are shinier than our shinies.
Or food?
I don't need food. Plenty food. Ever since the hag left, plenty food.
Okay. What stuff do we have?
The hag often looked like young girl, 12 years old.
Oh, no.
No way. Yeah, yeah. That's great. That's great. That's great. That's great.
Yeah,
Her name was
Her cave abandoned
Mm.
after she captured by those next door.
Which was her cave?
Along the ridgeline further down.
How many caves there?
I don't know. Can't count.
Okay. Are there
Don't
any-
really like to count. Counting makes brain hurt.
Okay.
I love
I'm trying to
this.
think, what shinies do we have that?
You come look at our shinies.
Yeah.
If your shiny is better than our shinies or as good as our shinies, we might make trade.
I'll go look at their shinies.
As they take you down to the base of the dragon statue,
Mhm.
all of the kobolds with these big haversacks on their back come kind of like scampering out of the different.
We're trying to keep our voices down.
Yeah. And they scamper out and they begin to dump their haversacks, onto the ground, and
Mhm.
things just come plinking out. You watch as a glass vial wrapped in a cloth kind of lands on the ground. You watch as little buttons and pearls and coins and little bits of precious gems and
I feel like
a
you're
silver
banging your
dagger,
head.
and it's just this steady
It's more like this,
flow
like-
of knickknacks and
Trying to take something to
oddities
it.
that you can tell that they've just randomly been collecting over time.
I still
Text
have the
magic.
silver weapons.
Yes, we still have all the silver weapons.
You sold some of them
Yeah,
back at the marketplace.
we did.
Well, I
You
know I still have the silvered battle axe,
put out the
and
detect magic.
I gave Pia the silver
Is
dagger.
that instant or ritual?
Instant.
Okay.
I'm using a spell. I mean a slot.
As you kind of examine and look at all their stuff, everyone else give me investigation checks. But with your detect magic up, you see two things that glow with enchantment magic.
What?
One is an unusually thin and well-made dagger. The other one is a silver and gold wand.
Dirty 20.
Okay.
I don't know if it counts, but because I'm in the lantern, but 10.
Okay.
21.
About the most nice thing that you can see amongst the debris that they've dumped out is mostly you could tell that when they find gems, they find the leavings of gems, like gem chips and from other people working with gems, or maybe from the mines they found. So you can see little fragments of rubies and emeralds and sapphires and diamonds kind of lying around.
Could I do, if I did a history check on that potion bottle you said was the first thing that kind of fell out?
Mhm.
Could I do a medical check almost? If that's a healing potion or something like
It's
that?
wrapped in a cloth. You just noticed that the bottom of it kind of made a clinging sound when it fell. I mean, you can always pick it up and take a look
but-
at it.
See if I can pick it up.
Yeah, pick it up and you look at the bottom, and it looks like it's probably a healing potion.
I'm gonna take some of the gems because I have a pouch that's got. It was a sack of mixture of jewelry and coins.
Okay.
So I'm gonna take some of the jewelry
Okay.
out, piece of jewelry out,
Ooh.
and I'm gonna point to the
The dagger and the wand.
dagger and the wand, and the healing vial.
You got
and I'm
more
going to-
shinies than that?
How much is this one? About how much was this one worth?
That would probably be worth 100 gold.
Okay. And then I'll pull out another shiny.
Looks at the stuff you're holding. So the shiny. You watch as 5 of them huddle. Got one more shiny?
Wait. I wanna look at it really hard. Really, really hard. Are you sure you don't want to help us? I mean, we could really use these things, and you could have these really nice jewels.
They go back in a huddle. They're all collectively crying. And they bring up their head. Two shinies you could have. She's so miserable. You must use this to help her. She's sad. She's a misery. If you like, we eat her.
No.
Maybe she happier being eaten.
I don't think so. And you might be permanently sad if you eat her.
I tried once. Bad for digestion.
Why bugbear eat?
He didn't. He's joking.
Oh, bugbear weird.
Yeah.
Bugbear very weird. Okay, here you
give
go.
them the
You
two.
take, we take.
Okay.
Shinies. They hold it up to the big dragon statue and they place it at its feet. Shinies. and they place it. And you begin to watch them. Every offering they can collect out of their haversacks are being placed. By then, the sacks are all empty. And you watch as the ones with the empty sacks go crawling out the little light shafts that head out.
We're going to follow.
Okay.
Because it's probably easier to follow them out than to find our way out.
Yeah, you
Yep.
climb through and kind of, you guys fly up to those points, and it's easy for you to fly
I'll
through.
grab. I'll
You got to
grab
use
her.
your Fey ability to kind of, shrink.
She's attached to me, right?
You can just
No, I
jump.
was going to grab her.
Oh.
You have the lantern.
I can
So-
literally.
And you kind of shrink down to kind of fit yourself through the hole. And about 15 minutes later, you guys kind of like pop out on the surface of the ridgeline that's slightly above the avalanche of rock that was dropped.
Toss gone.
Slightly above, like where the collapsed rock was.
Mhm.
And you can see that the ridgeline continues on. And the other kobolds just scamper off, to go do what they do best, steal and scrounge.
We continue on.
Okay. You guys continue
Can
along
we
that ridge
see
line.
where we were before the cave collapse?
And it's covered with stone as well.
Yeah.
Like the flat area that you guys were standing on and looking inside, all that's now just a big rock fall.
Continue on. Oh, yeah. We'll look at the dagger and the wand when we break for the night.
It would seem your friends didn't want to introduce themselves to that dragon. Very sad, aren't they? Not very fun.
No. But
Can
guess
I teach you something that would be fun? You know how I taught you shadow step?
that was fun. I
That's
can't
great.
seem to do it again though for some reason.
You can't do it from within here.
Oh.
And you can only do it certain times, like a certain number of times a day.
Oh.
Yeah, I know. The magic's not endless, unfortunately. I But we have an agreement. We're helping each other, aren't we?
Of course. You're my best friend. How can I not help you?
Put the helmet on.
Oh God. Flunk.
Boonk. You put it on. Now, this is a fun one because
Okay.
this might help you. Can we keep this as a secret?
I'm not very good at secrets.
Okay. This one might help you leave the lamp of your when you choose to.
Ooh.
And if you keep it secret, it
Uh-huh.
means when your friends are angry at you, right? They only put you in here because you upset them.
No, they do it because I like being in here.
No, I think they do it because they think you're crazy.
No, they do it because they think I know that I love it being in here.
Your logic eludes me.
But popping in and out would be
Can't-
awesome.
Guarantee you that's going to work.
Oh.
But so there's this ability
Uh-huh.
where you can slip into the ethereal plane
Oh.
and then within 10 feet come out of the ethereal plane that
Uh-huh.
you
Uh-huh.
slipped into. So for example, this lantern, of
Yeah.
course,
Yeah. Yeah.
is a magical space.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Like all magical spaces, it exists between alternate planes of existence.
Yes.
And all of those things are connected by this place called the ethereal plane.
Really?
Like whenever anybody goes invisible or use invisible potions or invisible spells or invisible
Or crouches
that's-
behind a bush?
it's basically your physical appearance, your physicality is in the ethereal plane while you wander the regular plane of existence.
Oh. Okay. Does that mean I go into another dimension?
Not quite a dimension, just another space between a space.
Space between a space.
Yes.
And then I can come in and out of the lantern as much as I want?
As much as you want.
As much as I want.
Well, no, you can do it twice per day.
Oh. Well, how many times do I need to pop
Well,
in?
but here's the thing.
Yeah.
I think it would be really fun, like to make it fun.
Uh-huh.
You should tell them that you're sorry
Yeah.
and that you don't want to be here anymore. And then at night, when they go on watch, you make them angry. So they put you back in the lantern.
Uh-huh.
And when they're asleep, we can go do our own thing. We can
Uh-huh.
go surprise and find things for ourselves. Maybe go back and talk to that dragon.
That would be so cool.
That would be so cool. wouldn't it?
Yeah.
we should
They're too level-headed for you. You need people that understand fun. I understand fun.
You would like to say, look, we're
I-
all fun there.
I've been there. It
Yeah.
is a very interesting place.
Yeah.
Yes.
Did
Previous owners of me have taken me many places.
Oh, really?
You know, you are more than just an object. You can't be owned.
It's
You
descriptive
are a
of-
person. You are a person, and I
I-
refuse to let you talk to yourself about that. Like
I
that.
appreciate
Nobody
that. I
can
haven't been
own
a-
you.
I haven't
You are awesome, Hemo.
I haven't been a person for
No,
very
no, no,
long
no, no,
time.
no, 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 no. You are a person. Say it. Tell me.
I'm a person.
You are a person. Do you feel that? We're gonna find a way to get you out of this helmet, sir.
I think that would be amazing if you could figure that out.
Exactly. You are a person, and you deserve to think of yourself like that. You have to think the way you want to be.
Okay.
Yes.
Sounds like fun.
Yes.
All right. So sneak out tonight and
Absolutely.
go talk to the dragon.
Sure.
Okay. As you guys are wandering the ridgeline, you're like looking at the map, and before too long,
Once we get far enough that she's not going to just fly back to the cave,
okay,
we'll let her out.
sure that's why.
Roll for it. See if
Roll,
we
roll for wisdom.
roll for wisdom.
No, I'm kidding. Okay, you're far enough along that you could probably let her out now.
Like an hour. Or
Yeah,
half an
so you've
hour?
been trudging along the ridgeline for about an hour.
Right. Okay.
Let me see the shiny. Let me see the shiny. Let me see the shiny.
I'm gonna show her the wand because the wand for her. 'cause not necessarily the only one that can use a wand, but the wand is more of a sorcerer thing, right?
It's a weird. Anyone can use it.
Yeah,
but
anyone
know.
can use it.
if you're a wizard, sorcerer, warlock,
It's just an
bard,
extra thing.
if you're innately arcane, it's easier to use.
Right. Which is why
Mhm.
I think out of all of us, you're the only one that's really arcane.
I want to see what the wand can do.
You guys watch as. What's wrong?
As for reflux.
Ooh.
You guys watch as she picks up the wand and
I'm
flourishes
obviously
it
flying
around.
up.
And you watch as a fountain of sparkles comes shooting out of its end and cascading down on you. You recognize it as a wand of fairy fire.
Okay. Hold on.
Well, that's not good.
I wonder if there's an item like that already. I'll look.
You just use the fairy fire spell.
I could, but if I have a wand already in there, I know.
And you just use the charge. You're not sure how many charges are left.
That's true. Nope.
Hmm.
I'll just breathe the item.
The potion, because you said it was a
It's a potion of healing.
just regular one.
Mm-hmm.
Now we have 3 of them.
Okay.
There was one in the goblin encampment, another one we had, and now 3. Yeah. They were all starting to hurt anyways, so yay. I feel like I should give you a potion of healing, but at the same time, I feel like you might just drink it just because you'll just drink it. You don't know. Exactly.
Exactly.
She has a wand of fairy fire.
Wand of fairy fire. Okay.
We don't know how many charges it has, but I used one. And we
And
don't know
she's
if they're
now-
rechargeable.
She's now lit up.
I'm so pretty. Now, is this the specific color
It's
fairy
my
fire, or is
Okay.
it my fairy fire? Because my fairy fire is RBG.
Mhm.
Easter spoon.
Sorry, I was reading something.
Is the fairy fire a specific color or is it my fairy fire?
You can make it whatever you want.
Because my fairy fire is RBG.
Sure.
Yes.
I'm gonna be a bugbear for a little bit apparently.
Oh, where's he going?
He's gonna try to take the meds, but it might have a different result depending on how well it stays down. So
Gotcha. That's always fun when you have acid reflux.
I don't know what triggered it. It could have been the clam chowder, could have been the sandwich. I don't know. That's why I had to
Probably
be-
the chowder.
Chowder.
I just
He's
need-
from Boston. It's chowder.
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 Yeah, it's no steak. Okay, good cutting. Well, when they come back, I'll tell them, but I'm gonna each give. I'm gonna give them a potion of healing.
Okay.
Convince me otherwise. Roll for it.
I'm very charismatic.
Exactly.
You should-
That's all
But I roll like shit, so we'll see.
Everything okay?
Not happy.
Oh.
Is he cranky or
And calling out for mom. Yes.
quite
Hey.
tired?
Yes, but he's not accepting any of the soothing.
Mhm.
That's another real. I have not rolled above a 10 all night. Everything that's above a 10 has been a modifier. That is a 12 for persuading you to give me a potion. I'm like, I'm going to get myself killed. I need one of those.
If we had to go by, what would you say? I don't think that quite.
I'm going to put my
convinces
head
me.
on your shoulder, look up at your eyes, and blink.
Wait, what was it again? Roll the what?
12.
That's right at my technically my passive. So
I've rolled 8
I mean,
different dice.
He's
Okay, I
not
did roll an
doing
18,
well.
but that was because I rolled.
We could just stop
2
here and
ones.
pick it up next Monday. It's not a big
Could.
deal.
We could.
Yeah, because I can tell you're worried.
don't.
Yeah.
It gets unless you.
So everyone, we're gonna call it
really
early
need
tonight. Goth is not feeling well, and we need to get home to our kid because he's having a rough night. So we will be back here hopefully on time next Monday.
Sorry.
Hopefully,
Sorry.
and we'll pick up from where we last left off. So everyone, be safe, be kind, and don't forget.
Play
Play a game. We'll see you next week. Bye, everybody.
Did I get the potion?
Yes.
Did he teach her the